like, what are you doing? Are you trying to find the text file?
No. Okay, we're back to the video. Sorry about the early stop.
Hello?
Hello? Are you speaking anything? Come on! You turkey!
Oh, God. Okay, so this is kind of getting off the subject.
So we're gonna discuss Bop It XT.
Yeah.
So,
Now we just gotta figure out where the
Game was demo.
file is.
New command, shake it.
okay, so this is what the article from Wikipedia says.
It.
No,
Also, Spin It is now orange.
sorry, ignore that part.
The game was demonstrated at the London Toy Fair 28 and was released in 2011.
So it's saying it was released in 2011, which I kind of agree with because that's when I got it, but I mean,
Yeah, but you can't assume that just because you got it that date does not mean it's released so
Yeah.
I got my Bop It Extreme in 2015,
yeah,
but that doesn't mean it was released in 2015.
yeah, well, I'm not assuming anything. I was just thinking, like, it could be that it was released in 2011,
Yeah.
which might be the right date, but I'm not sure. I'm not assuming anything, so.
Well, here's the thing. There are some people say 2010.
You're right.
Some people say 2010, while others say 2011. So we have a lot of people, they say 2010 in the comments
Yeah.
or in the videos. But others, they say 2011. And whenever I try to tell them the correct date, they protest on me.
Really?
Yeah. They just protest on me.
Yeah. Which means that it is a controversial date.
Yeah, so what we mentioned last week was that the fact that they say, oh, the Bop It XT was released in 2010 but wasn't in stores until 2011 does not make sense.
Yeah.
Because if they released,
If they would have released it, they would have put it in the store.
I mean, like, seriously, if they released it, then they should put it in the store that year, not wait till a year later. It just doesn't make sense.
Like, unless there's a major issue that they have to wait a year. Like, I mean, if there's like a glitch or something, or
Or if the product design is not going well, or
something's not working out, then there's some major issues that they gotta work out.
then that's a reasonable reason to say that, okay, that we can release it a year later, but in general, the fact that they say they released, oh, this game was released in 2010, but it wasn't in stores until 2011, it doesn't make sense.
You're right.
It just doesn't.
Yeah, I know.
Like, unless, like, because generally, if they release a product, they sell it in the store the same year.
Right. And you know what? To be brutally honest, and you know what? Whenever something's released, I always usually see it in stores after or when it's released. So that was probably the only thing that I've seen that wasn't in stores until a year later, or so they say.
Yeah, I would say so. I mean, because they release products the same year, and then they sell them in stores, but it doesn't make sense to release a product and then wait until the next year to, sell it.
Yeah.
But I think thinking of that again, I think the thing about the major issue thing.
Hello?
Hello.
Oh.
Even if they did have a major issue, it wouldn't make sense to release it a year later. Because if they did have or to put it in stores a year later, because if they did have a major issue, then they wouldn't release it that year.
Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong, or unless it was discovered a year after, which I highly doubt that, because they would have figured those problems out before it was released.
I guess so.
Yeah, or unless it has to be resolved after it was released. So, like, I mean.
Yeah, but still, it just doesn't make sense to say, oh, we just found out this issue and we just released the game without knowing it. Like, I mean, it just doesn't make sense, because.
Yeah, because, I mean, they would have fixed it before
Because what if people found it out and they'd be like, oh no, this game's not working properly. I gotta return it.
Yeah.
So
then the price would go down for those pop bits because the thing is, okay, I'm talking economics here, so you might not get this, but like if there's plenty of pop bits and they're not working, then the demand goes down, which means the price goes down.
yeah, I can see that.
Yeah. You'll learn about that later on in junior high, but
I mean, I guess you're correct on that, but I'm just saying, even if they did have a major issue, they would like discover it that year and then release it. So even if there was a major issue, the fact that they say, oh, this was released in 2010, but it wasn't in stores until 2011, it still doesn't make sense.
right.
So that was kind of our opinion on the argument here.
Right.
So then to summarize the opinion, what's your opinion? Do you agree with the lower side or the higher side? Or in other words, the 2010 side or the 2011 side?
I think the higher side.
And can you state why?
Well, I mean, okay, this is going to be my opinion, and don't get me wrong on this, but
No, there's no right or wrong. It's just your opinion.
but I mean, and I might have to do some further research on this, but if because
Sorry guys, phone died.